Guys, Sean here, Vulcan Performance. We're going to talk about the hips today. Is impingement. Now impingement of the hip, and you feel a pinch typically in this groin area on the inside of your hip. So your femur, this is your femur, this is the femur right here. We're going to act like here because the femur comes up and it has this neck right here to it, and also then you have the femoral head. So the femur comes up through here and it inserts into an acetabulum. Okay, the acetabulum is this little circular part of your hip, and it's facing this way. It's not facing forward, it's not facing to the side, it's facing kind of in this diagonal plane and down. So the femur comes up and it inserts here. Boom, so it's locked in there. Now what can happen is whenever we have poor movement mechanics, when we're getting up out of a chair, sometimes we can internally rotate. So looking at the femur here, if it internally rotates, we already have decreased space between the rim of the acetabulum and the femur. So it internally rotates, and then all of a sudden we have to get up so it flexes, and all of a sudden we have this pain, this pinch right here. Okay, so how do we avoid that pinch? How do we stop feeling this impingement in our hip? Using the chair example, when you're getting up out of a chair, a lot of times we tend to collapse our knees and get up from there. This is just asking, I even feel a little bit of a pinch there. This is asking for a pinch in our hip. So back to the example we have the femur, we have the acetabulum. In a sitting position, the femur is already rotated up here, so we already have decreased space. Now, so we're sitting like this, our legs are flexed, now we add, the knees come in, we have internal rotation, also we are all over that area and it's really getting pinched on, okay? So we gotta open ourselves up. So here, just try to stand up normally. Keep your knees out, don't let them collapse in. Don't take off here. If something happens over here, we tend to, go like here. This is internal rotation of the femur as well. It could add a pinch. Simply take your time. Something happens. Get up and then move. Okay, keep your hips open as you operate throughout the day. It's the same thing as going upstairs. If you go upstairs and you have your leg down, you let your knee come in, this is an impingement zone. We need to stay away from these impingement zones. So fire the knee out, keep the leg out, okay? Now some exercises, kind of train this impingement and get this impingement out of the picture, is squatting is a great one. You can sit there, we can work on our squatting, getting down. See how my knees are outside my toes and I can come down? Really focus on keeping the knees outside the toes. And we can use different examples. You can have a friend come on, and if you have impingement of the right hip, you can have them try to push your knee in, but don't let them do it. So they're trying to push your knee in, they're trying to push your knee in, and you're firing to keep it out. When you fire to keep it out, you're activating these external rotators, your glutes. They're gonna open your hips up. Standing hip abduction plank. So right here, my knee's back, I'm gonna bring the leg back. We're trying to fire this area of our glutes. So we're up, fire. See this fire, it'd be like a 5-second hold, and then come back down. Doing things like that, you can lay on the ground and do planks, side hip abduction planks. These are all ways to get that pinch going and out of the picture. So if you're having a problem with this, give these a shot. A hip impingement is something you can turn around very fast, even if it's pretty bad. So just give these a shot and let me know what you think.